Hey guys, what's going on? So looks like ES and Q finally got their respective pullbacks today. I was looking around and YM held pretty good today compared to NQ and ES. So this market may have some strength, or obviously we might be going through a rollover with money where people are moving money into like the Dow, a little bit safer areas, but who knows? I mean, just one day, so it's hard telling. But just something that I noticed that we probably would have dropped a lot more today if YM wasn't so strong. But looking at ES, obviously the weekly, not much to look at for now. Uh, I am curious to see how we close this week, because we will get a weekly FEG if we close tomorrow, which we should. I mean, we're not unless we drop 60 points, 70 points tomorrow. We should get a weekly FEG to the bull side, but just something to just to keep in the back of your mind for right now. This was a very important close today for ES and NQ. They were both sitting in daily FEGs, and then it's so hard to look at this right now, or because if you draw this daily fair value, I'm not gonna draw it, but this FEG we closed one tick below the top wick of this candle, so technically we closed like outside of that fair value gap, but it's one tick, so I'm not gonna take it too much into a context because when you look at the 4 hour, obviously we're still sitting in this 4 hour. So this is what I'm watching going into the night. If we can, get back above here, I'll be bullish in the morning, and we're also sitting in a in an hourly as well. But I mean, we could break this to come down and rebalance some of these lower hourlies here. Going back to the day, I remember yesterday I said I mean, there's just no way this market was going to continue. Like we had to at least start to rebalance some of these daily fair values, and we still have this volume imbalance sitting down here at 45.09. So if we get more bearish continuation tomorrow, this would not be this would this would be like my big draw, like where I think price is going towards, and then maybe fill this volume gap, this volume imbalance, sorry, and then we take our fib to the zero, and you see we would fill this volume imbalance below the point 0.5 fib, puts us in a discount. At these daily FEGs, at one of these, we'll see what obviously on price action once we get there, and this would be like a good spot to look for a continuation. But obviously, this is just one day. See what tomorrow brings, but just something that to pay attention to because you guys see on the with the weekly imbalance, the algorithm does not like to leave those imbalances unfilled. So just just an area to look at if we start to get a little more bearish out there. I already showed you the 4 hour. We'll look at NQ's daily here. You'll see NQ is holding its its higher daily here, but we're still in a big. We're just you'll see like with the point 0.5 fib, we are just still above it a little bit. So if we go a little lower, I would expect this to be will get filled. Maybe we get a fill there, and then this would maybe be a bit about where ES would fill that volume imbalance. So just an area that I'm looking for, but obviously we're in a spot where we could bounce as well because NQ. We'll go to the 4 hour chart here. So you'll see NQ is sitting in a daily FEG. It's kind of got all these 4 hour strong PD arrays right here. Uh, there's also some hourlies here that it's holding along with the daily. ES closed just one tick outside of that daily FEG, but it's still holding this 4 hour right here. So if this gets obviously like I was saying, if we get back above this tonight, I would expect us to run the AM highs from this morning 45.90 area again. If we close back below here, I would expect us to run these lows have my interest because they are some AM lows from last Tuesday, and then obviously if we can't take this if we take this liquidity and we can't displace back up, I would be looking at these AM lows from Thursday the 13th. So those are just my targets that I'm looking at on to the downside and upside for ES, just depending on what happens with this 4 hour currently. See, these are kind of relative equal lows here, so I mean these really have my attention. Just like this morning on NQ, we obviously we got the pump is right it open. People they they uh, they did a little quick Judas swing to right to the top of this 15 fair value, and you'll see we never got to close above, and that started the dump. So once we like displaced down from here, it was pretty obvious where price was going, and you'll see like this was target number one just because it's an AM low and it's sticking out like a sore thumb. So I mean it was an easy target to look for shorts. And then, but yeah, going into tomorrow, pay attention to the 4 hours we're currently in. We closed below. I think we're going on 45, and then 45.24. Close above, probably back to those 45.90 levels. So, like I said, this could just be another small pullback. I mean, or this could be a good downswing, to clear some liquidity because we can't just keep going up. Like we have to take these liquidities at some point, like along the way, because you got to have money back in the market to keep taking the price higher. So obviously, it's just another, it's just riding the market, seeing where it's going. Nothing else to really show you guys tonight. Pretty simple going into the overnight. I would say since like you'll notice like ES took these lows and NQ, you'll see like right now we're not really like in these FVGs or when we take these lows, you want to see like a strong like move up that's like showing that it's willing to go higher. And right now we're just kind of like going sideways, like so it almost feels like we just want to like consolidate a little bit and then take a lower leg. So if I had to guess for tomorrow, I think these lows get taken 45.45. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just if I had to guess. And then NQ, I'd be looking for these lows at 3:45 from July 12th. So yeah, last Wednesday. So yeah, just based on this reaction, I think it seems like we're still a little bearish. Plus, we're sitting in this hourly right here. So if we get back above this, I would say we're going back to these highs. If we reject this, then we're going back down to these lows. So maybe not just the hourly, the 4 hour. I'm just now seeing this hour. So pay attention to this. This should tell us whether we go back to the highs or we keep on pushing lower. But you see, we're still looking pretty bearish out there. So with that, hope you guys had a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.